Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Exodus, the 7th chapter. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Now, this doesn't mean that this was like Pharaoh worships Moses now, but in the stead of a god, as in like Moses would be able to make things or command things to happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And Aaron would be in the stead of his prophet, right? Like one that would speak for him, because that is like the role of a prophet, right? You are a messenger of God, so you speak on the behalf of God. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Moses, that he send the children of Israel out of this land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. So, in order to show the plagues and the signs, the Lord would continuously harden Pharaoh's heart, and make him hard-headed, so he wouldn't let them go. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt, and bring forth my armies, and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. So the Lord could have just had Pharaoh say, okay, you can go. But he wanted to make it theatrical, right? He wanted to bring them out by great judgments. So he hardened Pharaoh's heart each time so he could bring another plague. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, when I stretch forth mine hand upon Egypt, and bring out the children of Israel from among them. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord Yahweh commanded them, so did they. And Moses was 80 years old, that's 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old, that's 83 years old, when they spake unto Pharaoh. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Shew a miracle for you, right? Meaning, okay, you claim to be this, these great men of your God. Go ahead and perform a miracle then. For why should I listen to you? So when he would say that, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, so throw it down before him, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord Yahweh had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. So it turned into a snake. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments, which goes to show you that, the left hand practice is real. It's not more. The right hand is dominant, but the left hand is also real. So they also used their enchantments to be able to turn a stick into a snake as well. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. So now you got serpents slithering all over the floor. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods, right? So his serpent basically devoured theirs. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord Yahweh had said. So upon seeing that, because in his mind, his magicians could do the same, he's like, okay, so no big deal. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuseth to let the people go. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out unto the water. So go and meet him in the morning. And thou shalt stand by the river's brink against he come. So get there before him and meet him by the edge of the shore, right, of the river where he will go. And the rod which was turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thine hand. And thou shalt say unto him, The Lord Yahweh, God of the Hebrews, hath sent me unto thee, saying, Let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear. So you still are not listening. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, In this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in mine hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink of the water of the river. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt. See, so this is why he said Aaron would be like the prophet of Moses. So Moses would speak the word, Aaron would perform it, and it would happen. Take thy rod and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon thy streams, or upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. So all the water that they had gathered, whether it was in vessels or in a pond or in a pool or in a river, would turn to blood. And Moses and Aaron did so as the Lord Yahweh commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants, and all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. Can you imagine that sight? Damn, all the waters turned to blood, and it stinks because you got the dead fish in there and all that. It's like, oh my goodness. And the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened. Neither did he hearken unto them, as the Lord Yahweh had said. So basically, they were also able to turn, water into blood, right? Maybe it was a vase or a vessel of water or a small pond somewhere, and they did the same thing. And that gave Pharaoh a false sense of confidence to where he was like, yeah, okay, it ain't no big deal after all. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house. Neither did he set his heart to this also. So he didn't consider this, right? And say, you know what? This is a sign that their God is the Most High. Let these people go. And all the Egyptians digged round about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. So they basically dug around to try and basically create a new channel, right, from a different source, not from the river, seeing as it was polluted. And 7 days were fulfilled after that the Lord had smitten the river. And that brings us to the end of the book of Exodus, the 7th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.